It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to lose some big yardage.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 31, check 31.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, they'll try to run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No. Off. Watch the shift.
Panther 60. 18 Rattler.
Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Shift.
Hawk 70. 19 tight.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I got you, punk. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Panther 11.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
31's the mic.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Check 50. Check 50.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
31's the mic.
Here we go. Buffalo 18.
31's the mic. Push him back. Push him back. 31's the mic.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 90 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw again, Jackson. And he finds Howard complete. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
90 is the mic.
Stay with your man.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Let's go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check tight. 57's the mark.
Play action. It's Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. The Eagles, 12.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this is incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
He's 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And a catch right side by Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one, but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zach Ball in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You.
Cowboy 80.
Slam.
Warrior 70.
Here's Herbert. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 57.
Viking 18.
Swiss.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Check 26, check 26.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. He's got Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you're talking about your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Get him, boy!
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
25, check 25, check 25.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos.
Strong right.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Viking 18.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60.
4 down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Mike 55. All day, punt.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
Throwing again, Jackson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The ball comes out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. Hey, what's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's out right at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try to draw him out for Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
Aldrich Rosas.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. 90 is a Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
Check smash.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
55. Eagles nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Herbert down on 2nd down. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
To throw again. Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy. Being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. The left side completion to Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, He throws there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. And it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
38. Watch 38.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Herbert on third down now. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession.